Hello, hello, hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, and it is time to return to Truberbrook. Now, we left off having now been placed in a sanatorium.
Sanatorium Paradiso. What a strange place.
Well, I guess I can see.
You sound asleep, but I'd rather not push my luck.
I agree. Let's not push our luck with this guy. Oh,
This door is sealed by a humongous lock. Iron bars? This place is a prison.
yeah, obviously.
As far as I know, these apparatuses serve therapeutic purposes. They do, right?
I'd debate that.
I wonder what's in there. A list of patients.
Oh. Okay, let me see. Interesting. So why can't I do anything with this, huh? Oh, there we go. Uh-huh. Says something when one name says "Do not approach." Adventure Game Geek. Knows too much. So, okay, let's stay positive. Saner here than at home. Give us moon madness. Retired forger of documents and IDs. Okay. Repeat guest. Maniacal company owner. Huh.
I can barely imagine what these poor souls must have gone through.
Yeah, I can.
I need the right combination.
So, yeah.
Sanatorium Paradiso, a bucolic sanctuary in the climatic health resort Truberbrook. Beautifully situated retreat, fresh forest air, wooded mountain slopes, established high cuisine. The door to the room where they had me locked up. Not as long as this snoring bully is sitting there.
Alright. I can't go that way.
That's where I came through.
Can I go back up there?
It's locked tight. Brute force won't help.
Okay, so we have to figure out how to get out of here.
The stairs lead up to the administration.
Okay, so we can get into there. Wow, look at all these books.
Construction schematics for a quantum discriminator. Never heard of it. I am a quantum physicist for what it's worth.
Interesting.
X-rays. The wonders of science. Ghastly.
See, you just go over them and you can see all sorts of stuff. Weird.
So many books. Maybe I should consider staying in this place. An aquarium full of leeches? This place is full of strange surprises.
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood for a snack right now. I'm not in the mood for a snack right now.
Dinosaurs in Truberbrook? Prehistoric monster puzzles foreign experts.
Odd.
Employee of the Millennium. So let's see what's in.
As beautiful as the view is, I think I'd rather leave. A pretty steep downslope. I guess I'll have to find another way.
So,
I'm not in the mood for a snack right now.
no. So how do I get out of here?
So many books. Maybe
Yeah.
I should consider staying in this place.
No. I don't think that's a good idea, but, you know, Okay, so we got all these hot spots here that we've checked out. Let's see. We've done all the hot spots here. Except him. But we have nothing we could do that with.
He's sound asleep, but I'd rather not push my luck.
Not as long as the snoring bully is sitting there.
There's gotta be something I can do.
A list of patients. I can barely imagine what these poor souls must have gone through.
Let's see here. Something more going on. Alright.
It doesn't have a coin slot.
Where the heck am I?
Wait. What's that?
There's something written on the wall.
Yeah, let's see what that does.
It's dead. They don't seem to take hygiene too seriously around here. I'd rather not know what happened here. Fried. Now it's working. It's calcified. Memories of my dorm room, not so long ago. It's calcified. Memories of my
Yeah, I get that.
And it's hard to decipher in the darkness.
So, I'm gonna get power back on in there. I'm missing something here.
So many books. Maybe I should consider staying in this place.
What's that?
I'll take it with me. It might come in handy should I need an improvised hat. A pretty steep
I'm not in the mood for a snack right now.
Yeah, we got that. There's something else there?
Somebody cooked a piece of meat on this. I don't want to think about it. No coals, no matches.
Use solar heat, huh? Let's see what the foil does now. Yeah, it can work as a conductor.
I'm not really going to have to replace the fuses, right? My dad always used to say, son, whatever you do, stay away from fuse boxes.
Oh, what we got here?
Well, thanks, I guess.
5078. That's a combination! That's a combination if I ever saw one.
I'll try with this code someone left on the wall.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Interesting. These seem to be the medical records.
One hideous and capable of evil thought?
There you are.
Oh shit.
You must be lost.
I think I've lost my group.
No more lame excuses. We are going to perform the test. Now.
What test?
That slumber morel smoothie sure made me dizzy.
I can see clearly now.
Okay. We'll come in.
Could you adjust the contrast settings?
Could these be the keys to the main entrance?
I know exactly what you are up to. Forget it.
I guess they're the only three things I can interact with.
Come on! Let's get it over with.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of your associative capabilities. A sort of warm-up, if you will. We are going to show you a series of images, and you will tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. First image?
Ain't gonna matter what I select.
The universe universe. But it could also be a cup of latte from a top-down perspective.
I knew it. Second image.
A spaceship. The Andromeda. Oh, no it isn't.
Just as expected. Image number 3.
Okay.
A beautiful butterfly. Have you ever been bitten by a butterfly? No, me either.
Yeah.
Remarkable. And we're done.
Good.
That's that. Mr. Tenhauser, there is no need to play games anymore. It's your decision to make. We both know you'll run out of excuses sooner or later. That's when we've got you. Then you'll have nowhere left to hide. We know who and what you are. Ultimately, it's up to you to take that first step into the right direction. Let's keep you here for the time being.
Why?
Now we only need to get a few things set up. Then we'll pick you up once the proceedings are about to commence. Knock on the door when you feel ready.
I think I'm sobering up again finally. What a trip.
Yeah.
It's locked tight. Brute force won't help. It's calcified. Memories of my dorm room, not so long ago.
All right. Let's see if we can reopen that safe.
Interesting. These seem to be the medical records.
Okay.
Sanatorium Paradiso. What a strange place.
Yeah.
The stairs lead. Construction schematics for a I am a quantum. An aquarium full of leeches? This place is full of strange.
I'm not in the mood. I'm not in...
No coals, no matches. Somebody cooked a piece of meat on this. I don't want to think about it.
Okay. Well, we figured out what to do with that other...
As beautiful as a pretty steep downslope.
So, how do we get out of here?
Iron bars?
He's sound asleep.
Yeah.
The door to the room where they had me locked up. Not as long as the snoring bully is sitting there. This door is sealed by a humongous lock.
Yeah. I'm getting stumped here.
They don't seem to take hygiene too seriously around here. They'd rather not know what happened here.
Yeah, I get that. So, what's the deal, huh? I'm puzzled. Okay. Well, I guess we have nothing to do but...
Are you ready for further tests?
Yeah, might as well.
Let me go.
First, the tests.
Alright.
Fine then, I'm ready. That slumber morel smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now.
Alright.
Come on, let's get it over with.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of your associative capabilities. A sort of warm-up, if you will. We're
Okay.
going to show you a series of images, and you will tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. First image,
War.
that is unexpected. Second image,
Cruelty.
are you sure? Image number 3.
A beautiful butterfly. Have you ever been bitten by a butterfly? No, me either.
Remarkable. And we're done. counting in the benefit of the doubt, I think you've just met the criteria to pass. Next up is self-assessment, ranging from 1, very inaccurate, to 4, very accurate. How would you rate the following statements? I often feel controlled by others.
1.
I enjoy carrying a lot of stuff with me.
1.
I don't bring matters to an end.
Good question. I'd say a close 1.
I often get the impression that my life and the world around me is nothing but an illusion.
1. Or 2. Now, 1 is good. Is 1 good?
Thank you. Next, we are going to show you a few colors. Please describe them as elaborately as possible. Let's begin.
Okay.
So, what do you see? Please describe this color as precisely as possible.
Exciting. Makes me want to leave everything behind and start a new life on Mars.
How do you feel about this color? Anything particular that meets the eye?
Boredom. When it's time to have dinner, but you don't even care for lunch.
Thank you. And what are your associations with this color?
Fragile.
Like a butterfly in a hurricane. Now, actually, a butterfly isn't really all that fragile. Its wings do quite well under most weather conditions.
Remarkable. If you had to put a name on this shape, what would it be?
Rectangle. An idea shaping an orthogonal reality, from Pythagoras to Descartes until probably the end of time.
And this one?
Triangle. Trinity. The whole idea of it. The 3 wide open seas. The 3 apostles. The 3 wonders of the world, and all 3 of the important Beatles.
Thank you. That's that. Now a few questions where you have to make a decision.
Okay.
Would you rather have landed in Roswell or crashed on the moon?
Roswell is all right. But you know, they serve much better drinks at the secret Arctic station.
Would you rather be in the Cold War wearing short pants or in a very hot war wearing an anorak?
Are you making fun of war? Short pants, of course.
Would you rather be a lion without teeth or a gnu without legs?
At least, even as a toothless lion, I would be king of the animals.
Would you rather be the Franz Beckenbauer of rock and roll or the Elvis Presley of soccer?
Becken what? Elvis scored goals with his pelvis.
Would you rather have your sweat smelling of wet dogs or the taste of onions in your mouth for the rest of your life?
Would it smell of wet German Shepherd? Or rather, like, you know, wet Chihuahua?
Thank you. Think of your childhood. What are the first 3 items coming to your mind?
Dad, Aunt Lottie, Hans and ice cream.
Are you sometimes afraid of the day your true identity becomes uncovered?
Well, yes. Aren't you?
Do you sometimes feel that everything is just about to happen, while all of it has already been decided?
Yes.
Congratulations, my dear Mr. Tenhauser. You have passed the associative test with excellent results. I have no more doubts that you are a real human.
A real That's what this was all about?
I apologize for the inconvenience, but one can never be sure these days. It's our civic duty to track down and detain these aliens. They are among us. Mark my words, Mr. Tenhauser. You are free to go. Please show yourself out.
I don't think he's one of the...
I'm a human being, of flesh and blood, and now I'm going home. Aliens? You must be out of your minds.
Yeah, he is. I think he definitely has to be out of his mind. Cuckoo! Yeah, cuckoo. Right.
I'll leave the key under the doormat.
That was messed up. Chapter 3, the Tannhauser Gate. Okay.
Where am I?
Again?
Hello? Anybody there?
This way.
This way.
What is this place?
Good question. Oh, he went to the light.
I've arrived at some sort of mining facility. It looks abandoned. Judging by our tracks, I've almost caught up with Gretchen.
Okay.
It's the same device as down in the valley.
Okay.
No way. That hurtling chain would probably hurt me very badly.
This chain is part of the cable car.
Okay.
Let's have at it. I can't reach it.
Okay.
A rusty old cogwheel.
Alright, can I put that on there? Okay. Can I hook you to it? Okay.
Debris.
Hey, there's something there.
People keep losing helmets all the time.
Well, grab the damn thing. Might be handy.
The ashes in this fire pit are still warm. Maybe someone cooked him or herself a meager dinner.
What's that? It's a belt.
Beverly, I believe I found Gretchen's campsite. She probably went ahead without me. Stop. It seems like someone wanted to avoid any misunderstandings. No chance. Solid oak.
Even with a helmet on, I just can't ram my way through these exceptionally massive wooden bars.
So we have to figure out how to get in there, huh?
Maybe I can use it later to ride back into town.
Maybe. What's that?
C3H8. Propane. Highly flammable.
Highly combustible.
even with a helmet?
Oh.
Here we go.
All right. That was explosive. That had to hurt. Oh, crap. I guess it's a good thing it stopped. And crashed.
Beverly, the time has come. I am stranded, trapped deep underground in some sort of god-forsaken cave. It's freezing cold. I can hardly see a thing. Whoever finds this recording, please hand the cassette tape to Miss Beverly. And now this.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Can anybody hear me? Anybody hear me? That's a pretty deep drop. I can't even see the floor from here.
I wish I could leave this godforsaken cave. I've heard that cave fishing is a thing, but I'm really not in the mood right now.
Okay, can we get anything from this thing?
Away with it.
Yeah.
Completely kaput.
Yeah.
Always remember to wear your helmets, kids.
Darn. My attempts at resourceful engineering have not withstood the test of time.
Obviously. Pickaxe. That can always be handy. See what this does. Ah, we got a gear out of it. Alright.
Years of decay made this pipe brittle. It's almost coming off the wall.
Interesting.
This valve is missing its rotary handle. Good thing there's no monkey wrench involved in this puzzle.
Yeah. Let's try.
There you go. Water March. Completely kaput.
Always remember.
Years of decay made this pipe break.
Interesting.
Help!
Mm,
Gretchen?
There's some sort of light beyond. Maybe I can swing over. An interesting rock formation. It doesn't look too solid.
this would be very risky to try and do. Okay, that's a lot of water.
The water level has risen.
Yeah.
I've heard that cave. I knew I shouldn't have skipped Aunt Lottie's swimming lessons.
Well, that has in turn proved to be very interesting. Well, Tannhauser and Gretchen finally reunite. Well,
Oh, you finally made it! I almost thought you'd never come. Look at you, covered in dirt. Did you stumble all the way here through the old mines?
I don't have to answer that. Anyway, you're not going to believe what just happened to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You gotta tell me every single detail when we have the time.
whoa.
They sure have big doors around here.
It looks like they really wanted to make sure there was no trespassing.
That is a huge-ass door. I last saw a door that big in Portal 2.
I've been thinking, what if it wasn't meant to keep someone out, but to keep something in?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Beverly, for a moment I thought I was a goner. Now that I've been able to escape this compromising situation, Gretchen and I are standing in front of a gigantic steel gate. I'll get back to you with more details.
What's this?
Maybe this is some kind of activation device.
Maybe.
We need to get that door open.
Did you actually rappel down?
Of course, how else?
So the only thing left to do is try and open that gate?
Wow. Congratulations. I think you found your ritual site. I was abducted, imprisoned, and scrutinized by a mad scientist. among other things.
You must have bumped your head too hard.
No, for real. There is an old sanitarium down this valley.
I thought no one's lived there in ages.
There's at least one so-called scientist. He conducted a wide range of crazy tests on me.
Tests?
Yes, he had me talk about colors and answer personal questions.
Tannhauser, are you sure you haven't suffered some sort of brain damage?
How do I know? I found your camp outside.
Yes, I waited for you. But since it took you so long, I couldn't resist going ahead. Enough talk. Let's find a way to open this monstrous gate.
Alright. Well, we did all the talking.
Any ideas?
Well, we got a console here.
And again. And again.
Huh.
Maybe this is some kind of activation device.
I don't get it. Open sesame!
I've already... Beverly, for a moment I thought now that I'll get back...
Okay.
Exciting. These must be the thrills they advertised.
Maybe this is some kind of activation device.
So what's the trick here?
And again.
Oh.
Please light up these symbols.
Wow, these look like Neolithic cave paintings. Who would have guessed? A group of stickmen fallen asleep around some sort of hexagon. Tannhauser, this is sensational.
Yeah.
Fallen asleep.
Look, this seems to have activated one of the lights on the vault door. You see that afterglow?
What do you make of this?
Weird. Tannhauser, these are ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. What are they doing here? I'm
Good
afraid I
question.
don't know too much about them. This pictogram on the left could mean door or gateway. It's followed by the symbol of death. Doesn't that spark your curiosity as well?
Interesting. Maybe these inscriptions are somehow connected to the opening mechanism. Some sort of photonic reception, perhaps.
Looks like that one.
Could you point the light in this direction?
Ah, interesting. This looks like a Latin inscription. Hang on to your head. Interpreted freely, this translates to path of no return. Hogwash, you Romans.
Did you notice that other little light turning on?
What's that over there?
You're not gonna believe this. These are Germanic runes, my special field of interest.
Oh.
This one roughly translates to Be gone, stranger, for all you may find here is certain death.
There, another light.
Excuse me. Certain death, huh? Everything is like, keep out.
What's that over there?
Interesting. Are you thinking what I am thinking?
Is this a graffito?
Down here. In any case, it's hard to decipher.
Are you seeing that hexagon there as well?
No idea. You've got the door open already?
Now there are 5 lights.
I think that'll open
What
the
does it
door
mean?
now. I think it means open the damn door.
This looks promising.
This cave has obviously been visited by explorers for millennia. Isn't it strange that all of them left warnings on the wall? And whoever built this gigantic vault wanted to make sure that only a human with the right set of knowledge could open it. Maybe long after its architects ceased to exist. I assume this is why they utilized all of these different writings. They literally left the code on the wall. In case of an emergency? Remarkable.
Whoa.
Yes!
Yeah, those lights I wouldn't have found. Anheuser and Gretchen make a discovery.
Let me find the light switch first.
Actually, we're going to call it an episode here. That was something else. If you made it this far in the playthrough, please put in the comments. There are 5 lights! And next time around, we're going to find out what's inside this little room, or this place. Until then, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and check out all the other playthroughs that premiere on the channel. They premiere every day at 3 p.m. in a 2-week cycle, where besides this, I do runs through the game of Monstrum. I am working my way through Aquaria, working my way through the, well, I finished the Leisure Suit Larry games following Larry Laffer. I'm moving on to a different Sierra series. Working my way through the Doom franchise, following Doom Guy / Doomslayer, currently on Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 2, as I don't have Doom The Dark Ages. Maybe a little while till I can get that. Working my way through the Evil Within series. I finished the first game, so I'm moving on to the second. I'm also working my way through the Tomb Raider Survivor timeline, currently on the Tomb Raider 2013 release. And also, let's see. Damn, I just had a brain fart. Oh, working my way through Dundara, Trials of Fear, and a bunch of others that premiere in that 2-week time slot. I also have stuff that premieres weekly at 10 a.m. Sunday mornings until it's done, Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 Remastered. At the time of this recording, currently nothing planned for Monday mornings. Tuesday mornings is for FIC readings. Wednesday, one of the first 7 Final Fantasies, first 3 Final Fantasy Legends, or Chrono Cross or Chrono Trigger. Thursday, Dead by Daylight. Friday, a fighting game ladder, a story mode, and Saturday, a retrospective for a game or series I've beaten the story mode on. So, until next time, I would like you all to take care and have fun. Bye.